coming into the fight, everyone figured that you would try to use your size on the inside with Canelo, that you would crowd him, lean on him, brawl with him, which is your style. And we heard coming into the fight you would maybe box from a distance early.
Lo que pasa es que yo quería boxearlo, fue cuando él se fue a las cuerdas. Lo que pasa es que me faltó tirar más golpes.
You know, I wanted to box, but then he went to the court, to the ropes, and I just needed to throw more punches.
Así él era más vulnerable. Si yo lo hubiera atacado, me hubiera contragolpeado más. Intenté hacer una pelea que Nacho me dijo, pero no estaba muy acostumbrado a hacer ese estilo.
You know, if I would attack more, I would have been open for counter punches. And Nacho Beristain wanted me to do this style, but it's not my style. It didn't work for me.
So you think it was a mistake, the strategy?
No, yo creo que faltó tiempo, ¿no? Vengo de pocas peleas, me faltó un poco más la distancia y la velocidad.
You know, I think I haven't had too many fights, and I needed more distance and more speed.
Ahí fue la clave, en la velocidad y la distancia.
And that was the key, the speed and the distance.
Of course, bullying him to the ropes, where you usually do your best work, would leave you open to counters. That's what he does. That's why everyone thought this would be such a great fight. And yet when he countered you against the ropes, you seemed easily discouraged and backed up and gave him room. Why did you do that rather than keep him right on the ropes?
No sentí toda mi fortaleza con el peso, me sentí un poco débil, no pude tirarle todos los golpes que hubiera querido.
You know, I feel kind of dwindled. I didn't feel my power. I didn't feel like I threw all the punches that I wanted to. I just couldn't.
Y es un buen peleador rápido, bastante consistente.
And he's a good fighter. He's very fast and he's very consistent.
Julio, what was your father yelling at you in between rounds later in the fight? Did you hear him?
Que me soltara, que tirara más golpes porque es lo que me faltó.
To let go, to throw more punches because it's what I needed.
Julio, thanks for talking to us after a tough loss.
Thank you.
Steve, you don't often hear booing during the interview, do you? Whatever about during the fight.
And they stayed there to boo. I got that feeling, you know, that crowd would have stayed there to boo because they want to hear in case he says, I broke my hand in the first round, I broke my left hand in the second round, my ankle's gone, I was going to pull out the fight, I had a bad back. They want to hear, that's what they wanted to hear, something that could be backed up with some medical science. And as it was, he was nailed there on every single thing. Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do this? And why didn't he do this? Why did he back away on those occasions when he trapped Canelo on the ropes? Why didn't he use his height? Why didn't he try and brawl him? Why didn't he throw an elbow, throw his shoulder? Didn't he throw an elbow, throw his shoulder, throw his head? He had all of that height and reach, which he doesn't use. So use a bit of the brawl, natural size and power. He didn't do it. He didn't do a single thing there to try and break the rhythm, and he did the same thing for 12 rounds. Now we attack corners if it's kids fighting in 4-3s and the cornermen get it wrong. We attack them. We criticise them. We shouldn't. Maybe we should balance it on attacking so-called legends in corner because that was poor corner work, pathetic corner work.
Correct me if I've misunderstood also, but I don't often recall hearing, if I understood him properly, a fighter then say, well, blame my corner, don't blame me. That makes it worse, doesn't it?
Well, it makes it worse, but I think he was beaten in every department. He even admitted there, he says, I couldn't get my distance right. He was beating me at distance. I tried to go on the inside, he was beating me there. But the disappointing thing is he never really tried to box at distance. Like I said, that wide stance and leaning forward, he concedes his height and reach. He didn't throw enough jabs. Even when he pushed him back to the ropes, he didn't really unload. There were just little spurts here and there. So, but like I said, Paul, like I said earlier, he was beaten very early in the fight. He accepted the defeat early on in the fight for me, and that's the most disappointing thing.
Back to Max Kellerman with the winner.
Before the fight, you told me that you didn't feel any special animosity towards Julio, even though he said that you hadn't represented Mexican boxing as well as you could have. Now that the fight, now that the fight's over, can you tell us, did you? It seemed like you had some extra animosity, did you?
Así es, yo creo que la rivalidad que existía entre él y yo fue una inspiración para mí, para mostrarle a la gente que no nomás sé noquear, sino también sé boxear, sé moverme, sé pegar, sé hacer todo con un peleador más grande, más fuerte, hice lo que tenía que hacer para ganar.
Yes, it was an additional inspiration, but I showed that I can move, I can box, I can do everything against a fighter who was bigger, who was stronger. I can do all of those things.
Canelo, before the fight, you also seemed excited by the idea of being in a great Mexican, all-Mexican showdown. But throughout history, those fights have always taken place between two great Mexican fighters. You needed a dance partner tonight. It seemed easy for you. Are you at all disappointed that Chavez didn't give you more of a fight so you could have created a more memorable night for Mexican boxing?
No, realmente yo pensé que iba a salir a intercambiar golpes. Se movió mucho, no tiró casi. Cuando yo me quedaba en las cuerdas para intercambiar golpes, pero no entraba mucho. Yo quería darle al público una gran pelea, pero creo que a lo que pude les di una gran pelea y es lo único que me interesa.
You don't know, and I thought, I would bring him in. I thought he was going to fight. I would bring him into the ropes. I thought I would throw punches so that I can showcase myself, but he wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't throw. I can showcase myself, but he wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't throw punches. But I wanted to give the Mexican public a great fight.
Mostré otras cosas que puedo hacer arriba del cuadrilátero y puedo hacer muchas más. Siempre he dicho que lo que el rival me dé la pauta para hacer, lo voy a hacer para ganar.
I've shown that I can do lots of things in the ring. I've said I can do lots of things in the ring. I demonstrated tonight. Whatever the fighter brings me, I can showcase myself.
The other thing you did was stand up in between rounds throughout the entire fight. Why did you do that?
No sé, quise experimentar algo nuevo. Siempre que hago sparring no me siento y me siento bien. Quise experimentar algo nuevo y realmente creo que me sentí mejor no sentándome. Yo sí le dije a mi esquina que no me iba a sentar hasta que fuera necesario y no fue necesario en toda la pelea.
I wanted to try something new. I never sit down during sparring, and it is not necessary there, and I felt it wasn't necessary here. And I told my corner I wouldn't sit down until it was absolutely necessary.
I'm just told, that there is a plan in place for your next opponent. Who is it?
Golovkin, you are next, my friend.
So, am I to understand that the deal is done, that there will be a fight between you two in September of this year?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's done.
Gennady, you've been waiting for a long time for this moment or for that moment. What do you feel now?
I feel very excited, guys. Right now it's a different story. I think in September it's big Mexican style, big drama show. We're ready.
Are you saying that that will be the big Mexican showdown that we were hoping to get tonight?
Tonight, first of all, congrats to Canelo, the Canelo team. He looks good. I think right now everybody excited for fight for us.
Canelo, what about you? For so long now, you've been criticized for not fighting Triple G as though you would duck a fighter when you were telling everyone all along, your promoter said this is the way the business needs to get done. Now that you're going to fight Triple G, what would you like to say to your fans?
Yo nunca le he tenido miedo a nadie desde los 15 años que peleó profesional.
I've never feared anyone since the 16th year of my age, since I was 16 and I've been fighting as a professional.
Cuando nací yo ya se había
16 and I've been fighting as a professional.
Cuando nací yo ya se había repartido el miedo.
When I was born, fear was gone. I never got my share of fear.
You have had an excellent career so far, but the thought is to beat Triple G, you will have to have the real greatness come out in you in a way that it hasn't yet. How do you feel about that?
Yo me siento muy bien, me siento muy contento. Pelea con pelea voy avanzando y estoy seguro que cuando llegue la pelea de Golovkin voy a mostrar muchas más cosas. Siempre el rival da pauta para dar grandes peleas y creo que vamos a dar una gran pelea él y yo.
I'm very happy, and little by little, I'm growing. And again, as I said before, the rival, the opponent, is going to give me the tools to showcase myself, and that's what's going to happen.
Canelo looked very impressive tonight, Gennady. What did you think about his performance?
It's a very nice performance. Congratulations, his team. Yeah, he looks good. Right now, it's new story. Fight for us.
Is Canelo the biggest challenge of your professional career?
100%, yes.
He is the best opponent you will face.
He is, yeah, of course.
Is he the greatest challenge of your professional career, Canelo?
Es lo que se espera para septiembre, el reto más grande.
That's what we had to expect for September.
He tenido grandes peleas, peleas difíciles. Él es un peleador duro y creo que va a ser una gran pelea. Una pelea dura para el público que ha querido ver esta pelea también.
I've had difficult fights, tough fights, and that is going to be no doubt a tough fight. And this one was supposed to be a tough fight as well.
Por eso lo
No doubt a tough fight, and this one was supposed to be a tough fight as well.
Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó con los mejores.
But I always say Canelo era is the best because I fought the best.
We will undoubtedly do a face-off between now and when the fight occurs. But for now, Triple G, is there anything you'd like to tell Canelo?
Good luck in September.
Canelo, anything you'd like to tell Triple G?
La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
Luck is for the mediocre people.
Well, apparently Christmas is going to come really early this year, folks. Jim?
Did you see the hackles rise?